A few years ago, I opened my own independent insurance agency. I wanted to be able to provide my clients with the best customer service and make a difference in their lives. It was a dream I'd had for so many years. I was finally able to be my own boss and make a difference in the community. As with any business, volume is the key to success. But with increased volume means decreased time spent with your clients, decreased satisfaction from both sides, myself as the business owner and for my clients. I was not able to provide that client-focused approach that I'd always been able to provide in the past. It brought me an enormous amount of stress. Not only was it affecting my clients' experience, but it was beginning to affect my health. With reduced job satisfaction, my declining health, and my lack of time that I had with my 5 children, I was at my wit's end, to say the least. Then you add in, as of spring, this pandemic that we all are going through. I knew that something had to give before I did. So I began delegating, or finding ways to delegate work that was on my plate. I had hired several employees, but the overhead was crippling. Too many times, once I had trained the employee to do the task that I needed, they took their newly acquired skills that I had spent much time training and teaching to another company. And that put me back at the starting line. To reduce overhead, I sought out a virtual assistant. This had a much better value. My ROI still wasn't where I wanted it though. My contract that I had put together was with the virtual assistant agency. So if the virtual assistant was no longer with me, I was still contracted to provide those hours to the agency. But I was not getting a lot of feedback from the virtual assistant agency, and there was still something left to be desired. What I really wanted was a contracted VA with the accountability of an employee. I began to see a new market that needed our attention. Even in an imperfect scenario, having a virtual assistant brought me so much needed relief. So I began the process of divesting my insurance business so that I could start growing and building my virtual assistant agency. Now I can focus on filling the gap by providing a contracted virtual assistant with the elevated level of communication and accountability. Everyone wins with the free virtual services.